Hey there, CJ Math students. Welcome to Math Test 36A Linear Equations Refresher. So we're going to refresh ourselves with what we did before break. All right. So first of all, whenever you're working with an equation, you always want to make sure any subtraction signs you're changing to plus a negative. So here plus a negative, and remember a variable by itself gets a coefficient of 1, so that's plus negative 1x. And then you always want to work with the side that has the variable first. So in this time, I'm going to work with the left side. So in step 1, I see a positive 7. So therefore, I'm going to add negative 7, right? We're going to make sure that's 0. So adding negative 7 here gets me 0. Add negative 7 here. So that's 0. I drop down everything. Remember to bring the sign. So that's negative 1x is equal to negative 39. And in step 2, I see negative 1x, which is, remember, a number next to a variable means multiplication. So therefore, I'm going to divide by negative 1. And when you divide, you want to divide by the exact coefficient. So make sure you're dividing by that negative. So that just becomes x, because negative 1 divided by negative 1 is 1. 1 times x is just x. And this becomes positive 39. All right, let's do the next one together. Again, right off the bat, see this minus sign, so plus and negative. I like to put the negative up top of the numerator. You can put it down in the denominator if you want. But again, right off the bat, I see positive 7, so therefore I'm going to add negative 7 to both sides. I want to make that 0. So this cancels off. I'm dropping everything down, including that negative. So negative 2/3 x is equal to 12, right? Different signs subtract more. And here in this problem, you can say I see multiplication because I see a fraction next to a variable, or you could say I see division because I see a fraction. It's really up to you. So I'm going to do I see divided by negative 2/3. So therefore, you're going to multiply by negative 3/2. You're going to multiply by the reciprocal, right? So times negative 3/2. Let's see how that works. Times negative 3/2. Negative 3 times negative 2, that's positive 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 6/6 is just 1. That's exactly what we want. That all cancels off. So x is equal to 12 times negative 3 is negative 36/2, which then x is equal to negative 18. Just divide that by that 2 that's left. All right. So you've got the next 2. Let's do 5 together. Julio sold half of his comics books and then bought 9 more. That's x/2, so selling half, and then buying 9 more is plus 9. He now has 35, so equals 35. Draw your scales here. Remember, you want to work with the side that has the variable and the constant first. So I see plus 9, so therefore I'm going to add negative 9 to both sides. The 9's cancel off. Drop down x/2 is equal to 35 minus 9, or 35 plus negative 9. Is 26. And then I'm going to, since I see x divided by 2, I'm going to multiply by 2 on both sides. 2 times x is 2x, divided by 2 is just x, so those cancel off. So x is equal to, in this case, 26 times 2, 52. See? Right. Nicole rented a bike from Daniel's Bikes. It was $11 plus 8 per hour. So 11 plus, we don't know how many hours she rented, 8x. Nicole paid 35. There is your equation. Draw your scales and go to work. Right. So see 11 on this side, so we want to add negative 11 to both sides. Same as subtracting 11. Those cancel off. Drop down 8x is equal to 24. If I see 8 times x, I'm going to divide by 8. And these cancel off, so x is equal to 3. B. Okay. In number 8, just remember that 10 less than, that's your switch phrase. The product of a number and 6 is 410. So the product of a number and 6 comes first, so that would be 6x. And then 10 less than minus 10 equals 410. Watch out for those flip phrases. Right? Backside, remember we got some distribution here. So we've got negative 2 times 3y is negative 6y. Remember this should be plus and negative. So negative 2 times negative 7 is plus 14 equals 56. Draw your scales, and then you got your friend two-step equation, right? And then we got a problem like number 9 or number 10. So negative 9 times 6 is negative 54. Negative 9 times x is just negative 9x. We have minus 2, so plus negative 2x plus negative 2x equals negative 10. Since the variables are on the same side of the equal sign, we have like terms. So this becomes negative 54 plus negative 11x equals negative 10. And then you got your friend a two-step equation. Once we get to the rest of the problems, we'll kind of talk about them together. Go ahead and solve those now.